Leslie, thanks for coming in from the cold for us to do this interview. And first up, you've been away with the French under 21. So how was your international break?
Very good. We played two games. So first one we drew 1-1, and then the second one we won 1-0. So we're first in the group now. So it's a great result. Yeah.
It's always good to kind of link up with because it's been quite. This is the third international break in a space of a few months, so they've been a bit sort of broken up in terms of that. But it's always good to link up with your national side, and it's developing you even further as a player, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's always good to play for your country, and see your friends, your teammates. So no, every time I go there and play for them, I'm very happy because younger I used to play with them or against them. So meeting them is top.
As you're all progressing through your careers, you can then see how you're all getting on. In terms of talking of your career, we face your former side, Chelsea, on Saturday in the early kick-off game. How much are you looking forward to playing then?
To be fair, I'm very excited. It'll be the first time I'll face them, so I can't wait. We've been like we came back yesterday, so since this yesterday we've been working very hard and we focus onto the game now and just want to do my best. That's it.
It's a big game. There's no doubt in terms of the quality that Chelsea have. They're a very good side. What are you expecting them to bring to Turf Moor on Saturday in terms of their performance?
To be fair, I think they'll just like play the same way they used to play. It's a very good team in England, and they're the world champions. So it's going to be a tough game. But I think when you come in tough mode and you play against us, it's always difficult, and we always try and do our best to make it hard. So it won't be easy for them.
I was going to say, how much of an advantage is it facing them at home? We've had a few weeks since our last home game against Arsenal as well. How much energy can Turf Moor bring that makes a real difference in sort of putting in positive performances on home turf?
I think as a player, it's very important to like. It's very good to play at home. Especially in tough mode where the fans are lovely. They support us. So when you play at home, you feel like very comfortable. So that's a good thing when you play in tough mode.
In terms of yourself as a player, you've made a really good impact since arriving in Lancashire at Burnley. You've been a real physical presence in midfield, got good relationships there, and have been featuring heavily for Scott Parker. How happy are you with the start that you've made personally?
Personally, I'm happy. I'm playing. I'm doing my best to help the team. I think I can do better. I can like definitely do better. So it's just improve every day. Start from training ground and then the games in the weekend. So I'm just happy to play and I always do my best to for the team.
In terms of sort of being somebody that wants to constantly sort of strive to get better, would you say that the setup here is helping that in terms of the training ground, the facilities, the coaching staff, and working under Scott? Is that helping you each day to kind of achieve that need and that want to get better?
Yeah, of course. I think we have a good group of like players. The lads that's nice, top, and the staff as well. Is great. I think Scott Parker brings like his experience into the squad. So having a gaffer that played at the highest level, is very good. So he helps us a lot. Yeah.
There's a good mix, and you're still so young as well. But there's a good mix of kind of experiences within the squad, which must help, and it must help in the Premier League where we say, don't we, that every game is a challenge. You're coming up against really, really strong opposition. So to have that good mix within the squad must be very beneficial, and maybe do you think has sort of shown in some of our performances?
Yeah, of course, when you have like players like Kyle Walker, for example, that like have great experience in the Prem, and then you bring the young lads as well. I think it's good. It's good because it's the best league in the world. So um, everyone has the mentality to make it in this league. That's a good thing in Burnley. Like everyone works hard every day. So I think we showed it this year that we can compete. So we know what we're capable of doing, and we just trust ourselves. That's it.
And looking back in terms of sort of, we have definitely been competitive, and thinking about some of the stuff Scott said after games, it was disappointing at West Ham having gone ahead and then the sort of end result and not being able to come away from there with any points. What were some of those older players saying to the young guys? Because he mentioned about sort of being switched on in key moments and how important those key moments are in the Premier League. What was some of the more experienced lads' message after that game in the dressing room?
I think like we all saw the game, first 35 minutes we played so well, and then they scored, like we scored the goal, and then they scored the 1-1, the equalizer, so I think at that moment, I think it's just be like, okay, yeah, guys, let's continue to push, and then not sit back. And that's the thing that they try and like show us, it's very unfortunate that we went there and lost, because I felt like we were playing very good, so it's just now take what didn't work in the game against West Ham, learn from it, and then work and improve.
Yeah, and build on it.
Exactly.
In terms of, we were talking about how cold it is this week, the temperature has certainly plummeted. This is your first time living up north, so you're in Lancashire at the moment. I know you've mentioned the people are very friendly. It is cold, but how are you finding it? How's your experience up here up north?
Very good, people around, the club is, I feel like I'm at home, it's like a family, and that's what I love, when I go to Moor, whether we win or we lose, at the end of the game, people are like always smiling, and that's what I love, it's just like you play at home, you're just happy to play for this club, that's my feeling.
So it's a really nice feeling, isn't it? So it's got a real sort of a friendly feel, and I think that people respond when you've mentioned it about the need here to work hard, and it's almost a case of, if you're showing that willingness and showing that you're working hard, fans respond to that, and that's what people want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's very important, in football, there's a winner, there's a loser, there's sometimes you drew, but as long as you give 100%, that's what people love, and that's what we love as well. So that's what we're trying to do.
And one of your good friends sort of also joined the club at a similar time with you is Loom. Is it quite nice, because you guys have sort of grown up together, played together, that you're at this part of your career journeys together at the same club somewhere new?
Yeah, it's we spent like, I went to the restaurant with him this summer, like I was I gave him my Southampton shirt, he gave me his Lazio shirt, and we didn't knew that we would end up being the same team, so that's how football works. It's just so beautiful, like it's a great story, and we're happy to be in the same team right now, and yeah, that's the feeling.
And how impressed were you with his screamer at Turf Moor?
I think there's no need to talk about it. Everyone knows and saw what happened, and it's just the beginning. He's capable of doing more and more.
So very exciting to see for both of you. Very much so. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.